Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? What's going on with my Florida State fans, my Miami fans, my Florida Gator fans? As you guys know, we started this Big Three football every Wednesday, 5 o'clock. All right, so ran a little late today, It is what it is. Time catch up to you sometime. But nonetheless, we're gonna get into it today, man. We got Florida State Seminoles undefeated at the moment, 3-0. They thinking that they finna win the Natty, win the ACC, win everything, beat everybody. Cap. Um, the Florida Gators, coming off their loss to Kentucky, got into a little scrumble with USF, almost lost to them, pulled out the win, you know, 2-1. Also 2-1, you got the Miami Hurricanes. Beat Bethune Cookman, beat Southern Miss, and then, beat themselves. Yes, I said it, beat themselves against Texas A&M in College Station. So, as you guys know, this week coming up, all three teams will be playing. Now, I think the game that's going to be most attractive this week will be the Florida Gators versus the Tennessee Volunteers. Now, Tennessee is sitting at number 15 in the country. Let me make sure, double check on that. Okay, all right, update. Tennessee moved up to number 11. So the Tennessee Volunteers are the number 11 team in the country, and the Florida Gators dropped from 18 down to 20. So the 20 ranked Florida Gators versus the 11 ranked Tennessee Volunteers. So going into this game, we're going to check that out in a second, actually. Also, you got Florida State, the unranked Florida State, not ranked Florida State, the very unranked Florida State. Beat Duquette 47-7. That Duquette, the little high school team. They beat a little high school team. Then they beat LSU by 1 point. By 1 point. LSU obviously made a lot of mistakes in that game. Florida State got the win. They think they world beaters, and then every week after that, when the rankings come out, they get taught a valuable lesson that nobody care about them wins that y'all just got. The teams that y'all played has been terrible. Speaking of terrible teams, Louisville. They played Louisville last Friday. Beat Louisville 35-31. The same Louisville team that got beat by Syracuse 34-7, something like that. So they don't respect Florida State. The media don't respect them, and none of the coaches don't respect them, obviously, because they're not ranked. If you look at the rankings for what it is, Florida State is sitting outside looking in at number 27. They're not ranked. They're very unranked. If unranked was a person, it would be Florida State. Did I forget to mention all this time that I've been talking that they are not ranked? Well, if I didn't, let me remind y'all again. They are not ranked. They're not ranked. So let's get into it, though. Let's get into it. So Florida State, for the first time, I think since 2014, 15-ish, is undefeated at 3-0. Now, their next game up should be a win for them. It should be a win for them. As much as I hate to say that, it actually should be a win for them. 3-0. Might be heading into 4-0. Now, if they win this game, their fans are going to go crazy. They're going to go 12-0. We already had some Florida State fans coming in here saying they're going 12-0, saying they're going to win the ACC this year. Yep. I see Pope in the chat. Yep, your fan base has came in here and made it clear that y'all are winning the Natty this year. I think I've even seen tweets saying, I smell Natty. I don't know. Only thing I smell was what the Rock is cooking, but okay. So Florida State is feeling high. It's feeling very high. I don't know. They smoke Perp, Reggie. I probably would go with Reggie, But I don't think they win no national championship. I think the next 3, 4 games after Boston College is going to be a real test for them. They probably could go, 0-3 those next upcoming. But hey, they optimistic. Hey, let them be optimistic. Let them be optimistic. They haven't experienced a loss this season yet, so let them be optimistic. Then you have the Florida Gators. The Florida Gators. I think last week they realized, not even a couple days ago, they realized the world is right about Anthony Richardson. He is not a quarterback. Kentucky has proven it. And USF has came in there and showed them that this guy cannot dial it up. Running back at best. Defensive end at worst. Go ahead, Anthony. Just go ahead. Switch roles, man. Let's just be real. Now, he do have some time to improve and do whatever. And, possibly be a one of those depth quarterbacks. I don't think he would get drafted. Not even in 20 rounds. Nope, I don't see it. Special team, special squad, something like that. The guy, I wouldn't say he got a noodle. Wouldn't say he got a noodle for an arm. He definitely got an arm. He just ain't accurate. They call him AR-15. Me personally, I call him AR pistol. And when I say pistol, I mean like one of those Magnum guns. Those revolvers. You got to spin it one time and shoot. You ever watch you guys ever watch Harlem Nights when they're shooting up the little shop that Eddie Murphy was in, and they shooting automatic guns. That's every quarterback in the country. They shooting automatic guns, and then you have AR-15, the pea shooter, the little. Stop it! I got to get that soundbite for y'all, But anyways, man, Middle Tennessee, Miami versus Middle Tennessee, this upcoming week. Cupcake game, another cupcake game. Now, I got to say this, and it is what it is. I know these schedules are made like years and years in advance, but Miami, we got to at least take one of these cupcake games off. Let's just be real. If you want to get people into the Hard Rock, into the home stadium, you got to take one of these cupcakes off. Instead of playing 3 cupcakes, let's just play 2 warm-ups. Texas A&M, that's a SEC school, and throw another one on there. Maybe a Pac-12, maybe a Big 10, Big 12. Throw one of them in there. Let's just spice these schedules up, because let's just be real. The attendance at Hard Rock is not going to improve unless we're playing big name opponents. Miami fans do not show up for little name teams, plain and simple. They showed up for Bethune-Cookman because it's the first game of the season, of course, and it's the first game of Mario's tenure. So we got to do better with the scheduling. It is what it is. All right. So with all that being said, we're gonna look into last week, of course. The wins and the losses, and then we're gonna look into next week, the upcoming games coming this week. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the chat for anybody that wants to join in on the conversation. Whether you're a Florida State fan, a Miami fan, or Florida Gator fan, you're more than welcome to come on in and join. If you're a Florida State fan, you don't like what I'm saying about your team, come represent them. Come represent them. If you don't like what I'm saying about your Florida Gators, come represent them. This is an open platform. If you don't like what I'm saying, don't just sit there and be quiet. Hear your frustrations. Hear your opinions. I promise you, we don't bite over here. But we're going to start off with the Miami Hurricanes versus Middle Tennessee, because obviously this is a cupcake. This is an easy win for Miami. There's not much to really talk about this game. Now, here's a crazy fun fact for you guys. For those of you guys that did not know, now it's today's day. It's irrelevant, but nonetheless, Miami is actually 0-2 against Middle Tennessee. 0-2. Now, let me explain. We're 0-2 against Middle Tennessee because when we played Middle Tennessee, football was not the same football. Let's just say it. Um, the Miami Hurricanes was not very developed. You know, anything going back like past 1970, you could throw it out the window for the Hurricanes. Football was not something taken serious. So we are actually 0-2 against Middle Tennessee. If you look back in history, we played them 31 and 32, 19, 31 and 32. You wasn't born, your moms and pops wasn't born, their moms and pops probably wasn't born, and their moms and pops probably was just born or not even born yet. That's how far back you got to go to the last time we played them. Nonetheless, we're 0-2 against them. This week, we'll be 1-2 against them because we're going to seriously knock the bejesus out of them, plain and simple. Ain't no way around it.
Hey, P2Y, when Middle Tennessee beat us, Amelia Earnhardt was still alive.
I think, yeah, I don't even think we went to the moon yet.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Now, if you're looking at both teams, Tyler Van Dyke, of course, Henry Parrish, and Restrepo is out for the season. Well, 6 games, 6 weeks is the minimum that they're saying. It might be more than that. He might actually get a red shirt for the year. He might not even come back. But as of right now, he's still, based on stats, our leading receiver with 11 catches, 172 yards, and a touchdown. Um, on the other hand, for Middle Tennessee, not that it really, it's not even relevant information. Their quarterback is Chase Cunningham, 69 for 95, 592 yards so far, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And then you have their running back, who is Frank Pleasant. He is 44 carries, 218 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Not that it's going to really matter. But that's who's leading. And then they got a receiver here, 20 catches, 156 yards, Isaiah Gaddens. So that's what they have. Nothing to worry about. Like I said, this is a home game for Miami. This is a 3:30 game. Miami is actually a 27-point favorite as of right now. Over and under is at 52 and a half. So the lines are moving. Lines are moving. Weather is set to be at 88 degrees. So, on the hot side or whatever. This is a 3:30 game if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check on that to make sure. Okay, 3:30. This will be on ACC Network. So forecast sunny, sunny, sunny. It's gonna be hot. Make sure you hydrate. Drinking some water. Drinking some coconut water. It is what it is. Now, controversial video floating around social media. It's a TikTok video. Miami Hurricane quarterback Tyler Van Dyke speaks on liking to play, away games better than home games because of the crowd, because of the college football atmosphere, and the Florida Gator fans, the Florida State going nuts, they going crazy. Oh, troll material, troll material. But what they didn't want to put into the video, they wanted to throw the back end of it away. He did say, "Oh, I like playing in those environments because I get to shut their fans up."
Yeah.
So all the Florida State fans, of course, if he plays in Doak Camp
What's
Stadium,
up?
stable or stadium, whatever y'all want to call that,
What?
rusty toilet place.
I mean, not really. I'm
You
not.
gotta mute your mic when you're having background conversation,
I
boss.
don't want that. I gotta take a test in a half hour. So
Yeah, guys. Whenever you come on, if you're having background conversation, mute your mic. The rest of the world don't want to hear it. But yeah. So Tyler Van Dyke, he likes playing away games. He gets the shut.
that's all she wants. That's all she.
Yeah, so he get to shut your crowds up. Plain and simple. Yeah. Texas A&M, very lit. A lot of people in there, Unfortunately, he didn't get to do that. Some mistakes was made, and it is what it is. Three field goals made, 9 points. could have capitalized and go for some touchdowns and things like that. Why we didn't see Thad Frank in the red zone a lot more, 230, well, one of the biggest running backs we got. Why we didn't see him in the red zone more? Hey, that's a question that Gattis was asking. He said they're gonna implement him more. So we'll see how they go. Going into Middle Tennessee, what is there to expect? Let's just say let's drop balls. TVD a little bit more consistent and more accurate on the passes. That's not too much to ask for. This is a lesser opponent. So
Yeah. Hey, I would like to see. I ain't gonna lie, they did good, but I still want to see them. Start. I still want to see more like turnovers, man. Turnovers.
now in this game, I do believe that Miami is gonna have a balanced attack like usual. Kind of a little bit more depleted on receivers right now with two receivers on the injury list with Jacoby George and Xavier Restrepo. As of right now, we got 6 healthy receivers to rotate. So, next man up, easy way to get your name out there. Somebody got to have the spotlight. So let's see who take advantage of that. I want to actually see us go over the top. I know this is a lesser opponent, lesser competition or whatever, but we haven't really seen in 3 games nobody go over the top. So let's do that. Let's at least do that. Give me 1 or 2 of those over the top. I know it might be some easy touchdown, but hey, go for it. And last but not least, cover this goddamn spread. 27 points. Cover it. We normally don't cover spreads, so cover the spread. Um, Another thing to address defense. I like what the defense is doing. Every week we seem to, might start off a little slow, but the adjustments they are always there. That's one of the main issues that we had with Manny Diaz. Adjustments. We didn't really adjust to what the other team was doing. Clearly, Kevin Steele's got that under control, so continue to do that. All right, so what are you guys thinking, man? Jordan Bowman, what's going on with you?
Not much, man. What's up?
All right, so you're a Clemson fan. Miami versus Middle Tennessee. What's your expectations on that game, other than just a other blowout?
Well, I mean, it. Speaking from a Clemson, perspective, I mean, when we play games like this, like our offensive coordinators typically use those games as ways to work on the stuff that you're not good at. So, I don't know if Gaddis is going to be that way, but if I was him, I would work on giving the receivers chances to make plays because I think they're gonna need like that confidence going forward because they did not play well against A&M.
Okay, so I don't know if you watched the same game that I watched because Miami totally dominated Texas A&M, other than the mistakes that they made on special teams.
Well, yeah, in the run game, but the receivers were dropping passes.
Exactly. Other than the mistakes of special team and dropping passes,
That's what I'm
we
saying.
totally
I'm not
dominated
saying
them.
Miami's offense was bad. But I'm saying that you got to work on. I mean, there's no proven receivers right now with Restrepo and George out.
Chemistry, bro.
Right.
Yeah, that I agree with you on. The receivers, they got a lot to prove. Somebody got to step up. The spotlight's on. Now, all right, let's do a quick shift. I think, like I said, Miami versus Middle Tennessee ain't much to talk about. We're gonna beat them like it's just a regular cupcake. Might put a little frosting on the side or something. I don't know. Let's go over to the Florida Gators versus the Tennessee Volunteers. Now, actually, should we save this one? Yeah, we're gonna save that one for last. We're gonna go to Florida State versus. Nah, you know what? We're gonna talk about this one. We'll save Florida State for last because since they not ranked and everything like that, we're gonna have to search for them. So while we got the Gators and Tennessee's already pulled up because they are ranked and they're easy to access, we'll talk about them instead. No shots at Florida State not being ranked. I haven't mentioned all all stream that Florida State ain't ranked. So Florida State ain't ranked. See, I just mentioned it for the first time, Florida State fans. Y'all ain't ranked. All right. So
Look at the predicted. Ooh, shit.
So after beating USF 31-28, the Florida Gators dropped 2 spots in the rankings. They dropped down to number 20 from 18 to 20. Tennessee, on the other hand, who did they put a whooping on this weekend? I think it was like 60-something or something. They put a whooping on somebody. Cupcake game, of course. They had a business. They ranked number 11 in the country right now, 3-0. Quarterback looking pretty decent right now. 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. On the other hand, you got another quarterback that ain't thrown no touchdowns but 4 interceptions. You know, the running back, Anthony Richardson, 41 for 77, 423 yards. You got on the other hand, you got the real quarterback that did throw the 6 touchdowns, Hendon Hooker, you know, former Virginia Tech quarterback over at Tennessee now for like the second year. 59 for 85, 844. You know, you see this? That's what happened when you have a quarterback versus a running back. You know, but hey, let's talk about the running backs. I mean, we could easily just slide Anthony Richardson down to the rushing yard spot, but oh, wait a minute. Kentucky held them. USF held them. So his rushing yards kind of depleted too. But anyways, Florida's supposedly running back Montrell Johnson, 25 carries, 240, 2 touchdowns. And then on the other hand, over on Tennessee, you got Jalen Wright, 45 carries, 231 and 3 touchdowns. Struggle numbers. Both running backs, struggle numbers. Receiving wise, Florida, you know, the numbers going to be real low for Florida in the receiving area because, you know, I told you they ain't got no quarterback. You know, it's hard to have receiving yards when you ain't got a quarterback. It's hard to catch a lot of passes when you ain't got a quarterback. You know, hopefully this year they do, you know, get a quarterback. But 7 catches, 120 yards.
Can somebody please tell me how the hell Anthony Richardson got as many passing touchdowns as me?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But then
that man got as many as me.
On the other hand, you got Jalen. You got 18 catches for 267 yards and 3 touchdowns. You know, those are good receiving numbers as of right now in week 3. You know, when you have a quarterback that could throw the ball. You know, did I mention that Florida don't have a quarterback? So BBU. BBU a Gator fan. The beginning of the year, we heard the chatters. Vince Young, Cam Newton, Heisman Trophy. Heisman Trophy. Florida fans are going nuts. We finally got a quarterback. We finally got coaching staff that knows and competent.
Yeah, we had a quarterback.
So, as a Florida fan, let me ask you this. What is your feelings and thoughts on Anthony Richardson through these last 3 games?
He in his own head.
You said he mid?
His game. It's something on Billy too. He got him out there trying to be paying that when he ain't paying that.
Mid.
You say you got him out there. You say you got him out there playing Peyton Manning.
How the hell are you gonna sit there with a straight face, call this man mid, and he got as many passing touchdowns as me? Come on.
I know what you talking about.
Mid.
They got faith in their quarterback, man.
That ain't even mid. He got as many passing touchdowns as my fat ass.
That's cool.
So, as a Gator fan, let me ask you this. Do you feel disrespectful that ESPN saying that there's an 80% chance, 87% chance that Tennessee's going to whoop y'all?
I like it.
You like it? Okay, cool. So the over and under 62. Now they do have Tennessee beating y'all by 10.5 points. The spread is 10.5.
That's
Do you
low.
feel disrespected? Or
Yeah, wow.
the,
When they only beat us
the
one
true
time
question?
in 17 years.
I think the true question should be for Tennessee fans. Do y'all feel disrespectful that the spread is not 30?
You know why? You want to know why? Because they play to our strengths. They gonna throw the ball all over the field. Thank you. That's why we beat them last year. That's not gonna work
What
on
is
them.
so in your opinion, these last 3 games, what is Florida's biggest challenge on defense?
Oh, we just don't have depth on D line. That's our problem. We already knew that though.
What is
At
your
D tackle,
biggest
we just don't have the depth.
They ain't gonna beat Tennessee. Their offense too good. I'm gonna just say that.
Yep.
fear on offense?
It was too good last year.
As a Gator fan, what is your biggest fear on offense?
Not playing like he's capable of playing. That's the problem.
You saying you fear that he might
And
throw
he got
three
to go out there and
interceptions?
throw 300 yards. I ain't
You say
worried
you
about that.
you say
I
you
ain't
fear
worried
that
about that.
he might not run the ball this game?
Bro, if y'all barely beat South Florida, y'all damn sure ain't finna beat Tennessee.
I don't know, man. I don't. The Florida fans got too much faith in AR, man.
He said AR throwing what? Gang signs?
Let's go. We like it.
He's not accurate, bro. That's his problem. He's not an accurate quarterback.
He's not a quarterback.
He
Well,
don't look like he can read. He don't look like he can read the field either.
He's too fidgety.
Hell no.
Nope.
He be scared, bro. Like, but when they snap that ball, he be scared, bro. I can tell. That man be nervous.
He's very fidgety.
Yeah.
It's like 1-2 look run, 1-2 look run. And if the defense
Man.
is in his
Well, he
face,
ain't even
then
running.
Well,
That's the
hey
whole
BB,
problem.
what Florida
He
need,
ain't even running.
what Billy need to do is go in that transfer portal and find a eligible quarterback that
It
can
ain't gonna
start
happen
right.
this
That
year.
can start right now.
Tate Martell
Now-
ain't doing nothing.
now if I'm not mistaken, if somebody transferred right now, being that it's not 4 games in yet, they could actually still start.
Yeah, because we did it with our running back. That one running back we just got.
So technically, if Florida really needs a quarterback that's
They
ready
can
to
go get
go,
one.
they could go get one out the portal right
Yeah.
now.
One reason he ain't been playing right because he didn't get hurt because he ain't got no backup.
But
That's why y'all need to go in the transfer portal.
But at the same time,
Nah,
I did
backup
hear,
was
and I did see a lot of hashtag going
exactly.
around Twitter saying that AR, we believe in you, we trust in you, AR the future. So
They said he a Heisman candidate.
They said that about you.
now when they were talking about Heisman, were they talking about weed or were they actually talking about football? Because there's a lot of Heisman candidates out here. Depending on what strand of weed you smoking.
Hey, Montre say they got Florida got Ohio State transfer quarterback.
Chet Miller. Yeah.
Why don't y'all put he ain't nothing?
Nah.
I got a quarterback in mind for y'all. Why don't y'all go
What?
get Tate Martell?
I mean, what would have hurt the Florida Gators to start Miller? I mean, I'm just keeping it real.
I mean,
what would it hurt them?
You can give him a try. I don't know.
I
But
mean, let's be real. They probably not that too far away from starting him.
That's what I'm saying. They should just give him a start.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they pull him this game if he come out there playing as mid as he's been playing
I mean,
the whole
I
season.
don't know, but they got to change the offense. He can't. I mean, you take away because you take out AR and put in Jack Miller, you take away that QB run.
Now, I got the question of the year for all you Florida fans. All you Florida fans that's in the chat that's not saying nothing, that's don't really have nothing to say. I got a question for y'all. What is the difference between AR-15 or AR pistol, whatever you want to call them, and Emory Jones? What is the difference?
Emory would have had 10 interceptions.
AR-15 ain't running around with a hairnet and a frying pan trying to beat up bookies.
What is the difference in quarterback? What is the production any different?
Not really.
Well, y'all gonna pick him up and see.
Nah, we good. We good.
No, why?
No, we got enough. We got enough quarterbacks.
Y'all think it's bad.
Listen, if
Well,
AR-15 can run routes and catch balls,
I'm trying to. If AR-15 come to Miami, he not gonna be at quarterback. He gonna be at another position.
if he can run routes and he can catch the ball, we'll take him.
You look like y'all need him Saturday night to run.
No, we don't need him to run nothing.
If he can catch the ball, then we'll put him on wide receiver.
Yeah, he's out there calling quarterback options. It looked like he needed them.
He a good water boy.
No, what Gators needed to do is call him quarterback sneak. You should have just put that out there.
He a water boy, but he got a top 10 victory. So
we don't need no AR-15. 9 times out of 10, if he try to take off run and he can't go nowhere, he's still
the only quarterback that got a top 10 win too. So
who the quarterback coach at the Gators?
Who is y'all quarterback coach, BB?
Bank of America said it is right. He don't even know.
Yeah.
He might not know.
Damn, you ain't no real fan then, man. Holy shit.
It says account ending in one.
BB, who's your quarterback coach? I think BB going through it right now. She got to whoop him.
She going off on him.
Boy, BB show being quiet. I come on here, he's normally loud, braggadocious, sounding like Peanut. He awful quiet today.
Nah, I think BB about to get a whooping. She over there telling him every time I'm on the Wi-Fi, you on the Wi-Fi. Anyways, we're gonna move on from the Gators real quick. We'll come back to it. Well, actually, you know what? Let's talk about the USF game.
Yeah, we talk about USF.
What did y'all see from them Gators during that USF game?
They were struggling, man.
BB still here or he out?
Yeah, BB
he out. Hey, BB, what would you say y'all need to fix in that game?
In what game?
When you play USF, what would you say y'all problem was? Like y'all problems on offense and defense?
Offense, AR. Offense, defense. I mean, we can really change. We just don't have the depth on the line. That way, D tackle. We just don't have the depth. So, I mean, that's gonna be a problem all year with the D tackle.
All right.
Ain't nothing we can do until we get more recruits in.
Yeah, I thought y'all would have beat the hell out of South Florida. That's too close, man.
Oh yeah, it's too close now. They should have won. Be honest.
If you look at the scoring drives, Florida jumped out 3-0. USF answered with a touchdown. Florida came back out, answered with a touchdown. USF got them field goal. They tied at 10. So Florida scored 2 touchdowns, 2 unanswered 14 points. So they up 24 to 10. Everybody think they're about to take off. USF got a little field goal. Then USF comes out and score a touchdown, to be bringing it within 3. And then USF when they scored a touchdown again, they'll be up 28 to 24. And then Florida, got a touchdown at the last minute or whatever. USF got the ball back and shot themselves in the foot. So in that game, USF put up more yards on Florida. They outperformed them. They put up 402 yards. Florida only had 329. UCF turned the ball over 3 times. Florida turned it over 2. So that's maybe the difference in your ball game right there. Turnover.
So they gave up 400 yards.
They put up 402 yards on Florida. They even had more first downs than Florida. They had 23 first downs. Florida had 17. They possessed the ball longer than Florida. 36 minutes and 19 seconds. Florida had it 23 and 41 seconds. So they pretty much outplayed Florida. They basically shot themselves in the foot at the last minute of the game. Now, coming into the week on this game, I was trying to ask BB, like, y'all pulled the win out, but it's a close one, and obviously that's what happened. What's the feeling around the team, especially going into Tennessee? I think now, after seeing that performance by them, I think Tennessee's gonna blow them out. I think Tennessee's gonna blow them out.
They beat Tennessee last year, right?
Yeah, they beat them last year.
We don't beat them 16 years out of 17.
By how many points they won last year?
We won 31-14.
All right, so now after Tennessee beat them, they'll be wounded. They'll beat Eastern Washington, and then the rest of the ACC games is all up for grabs. And then the Florida State game, there'll probably be a dogfight between 2 running quarterbacks. If Travis Jordan or Jordan Travis is ready.
Is the game in Florida or Tennessee?
Tennessee. See, Florida they home happy this year. They only got after they played Tennessee, then they're gonna go 3 straight games at home. They started off 3 games at home, then they played Tennessee away, then they're gonna play another 3 games at home. Play Georgia on the road, Texas A&M on the road, then they'll play South Carolina on
the road.
So they got a lot of home games back to back. So Missouri is going to be a toss-up. LSU seem to find a little footing. They seem to find a little footing over the weekend. Georgia's going to be a
That man said Missouri going to be a toss-up.
It's going to be a toss-up.
Hey, you got Q Quiz Fresh in here saying if AR go to Ohio State, then he'll be a first round.
Wait, what?
He said let Ohio State QB coach Corey Dennis gets hands on AR-15, all the mechanics will be fixed.
That boy smoking
Stop
crack.
the cap. Stop the cap.
You sweet.
Sir, there's no hope for AR-15 as a quarterback. There's none.
We'll see.
None.
He said there's none.
It does not matter who his quarterback coach is. There's no hope. He don't got it. There's people that got it and people that don't. He's just one of the don'ts.
I mean, if he don't, he just don't,
Defensive end.
TVD got it.
Oh, definitely.
We've
He
seen
got
it.
it.
TVD definitely way better
Oh,
than
good.
AR. Come on now.
Definitely.
Hey, that's not what I asked. That's not what I asked. That's not what I
Hey,
asked.
TVD might be playing a little
That's
off
not
right
what
now, but
I
wait
asked.
till you get himself together.
Listen,
I said, do we got it? Just say yes. So we
three
got it, right?
games in. 3 games in, 0 touchdowns.
Oh,
And
y'all not gonna avoid the question? Y'all gonna answer the question? Y'all gonna say yes or
We
no?
answered it.
You got
TVD's
it?
the
No, you
guy.
did.
you got
TVD's
it.
the
Oh, there you go.
guy.
You answered it. You answered it.
TVD
Hey, let
definitely got
Fresh. Hey, Fresh,
What
come up here. And one of the who commented about Ohio State.
was the
Come up
what's
in here
the
and
what's
tell us.
what was the question, BB?
I said, so TVD got it.
Who's
TVD got it?
who is y'all
Yeah.
quarterback coach, BB?
Yeah,
TVD got it.
yeah,
Okay.
he got it.
I just want to hear y'all say it. That's it.
Who is y'all quarterback coach?
They don't have one.
Billy and Shane, what's his name? No, Ryan O'Hara.
Wait, who?
Ryan O'Hara.
Yeah, never heard of him.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of it.
Yeah, he never heard of him. No. He come from a small school.
What
He
he
never
used to,
heard
what
of
was he coaching at before this? Before y'all?
him. He was with Billy. He was
Raging.
at Billy.
Okay, so y'all got a group of 5 coach. Gotcha.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them. You remember? Group of 5. And they 2-1. They did stuff Mario couldn't do. They beat Utah.
See, even the Ohio State fans agree. TVD is a dude. He need more help at wide receiver. They can see it. They know.
Well, help that receiver.
Nah, they can't say the same about AR-15. But anyway,
Now you can't because our receiver's been open. He just been missing.
let me put my fingers to work. See if I can find the Florida State game. It ain't as hard. It ain't as easy to find them because they're not ranked. So I gotta go through looking for teams and standings or something to find them. Let's go through the standings. Pull up the ACC and then click on Florida State. That's what happened when your team's not ranked. Did I forget to mention Florida State not ranked? For some reason, I feel like I didn't say that all stream. So
You already
Florida
said
State
that.
versus Boston College. I said that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember if I said that Florida State wasn't ranked. I thought I ain't know. I
Yeah,
said
because
that.
you just said it a while ago. That's why you said we ain't finna do them yet because they ain't even ranked. I gotta find them, remember?
Oh yeah, I did say that they not ranked. I did say that. I don't know. My brain kind of messed up today. I can't really remember when I say stuff. I think it's when teams not ranked that it's hard for me to remember them. Remember that they not ranked,
Yep.
But speaking of the unranked Florida State team, the 3-0 team, they play Boston College this week. Now, ESPN match predictor is giving Florida State a win here. They say 89% chance for them to beat Boston College. Now, this is a home game for Florida State. Weather said to be around 84 degrees. This is an 8:00 game, so all the fans probably gonna fill up the stands. They 3-0. All along then they're gonna be doing the ho ho song. The oh ho, the ho ho ho. They all gonna be in there doing that. The spread is at 17.5. Florida State is the favorite. Over and under 48 points. Now, this one's kind of tough to bet on the over and under because it's either Boston College is that terrible and Florida State just gonna run the points up, but their offense is not. Florida State offense is pretty much gonna be non-existent because let's just be real, their backup quarterback most likely will be the starter. He ain't that good. I mean, so I don't expect a lot of points out of them. I expect for them to actually run the ball a lot more in this game than passing. So this might be, a struggle game points-wise. So I don't know if I would want to take a 48 point. Now, if Boston College could come out there and get some going, maybe they could put up around, 14, 17 points. and you'd have to depend on Florida State to basically cover the rest if you want to bet the over. So I'll stay away from this one. Now, if you look at Florida State last couple of games, the last time they lost a game was last season to the Florida Gators. They lost that 24-21. The battle of who's going to a bowl game. Florida won that one, went to the bowl game and got whooped by UCF. Now, if you look on the other hand, where you got Boston College, they finally got a win this season over Maine. They beat Maine 38-17. The week before, they lost to Virginia Tech. That same Virginia Tech, they lost to Old Dominion. They lost to Rutgers. That same Rutgers that struggling with teams like Temple and stuff like that. So not pretty good. Not pretty well. Now, last season, Florida State did beat Boston College in a nail biter, 26-23. So we'll see. We'll see, man. This should be a doozy, basically. An easy win for them. They should
It shouldn't be close.
They should win this game. They should improve to 4-0. But we know Florida State, they'll have their fans sitting on the edge of their bed the whole night, like they always do. For the last couple of games they won, everybody, has been at the edge of their bed. So, what you guys think? Florida State get the win, lose? What you guys looking to see?
Well,
I think they win.
yeah, I mean BC is bad. They got no offensive line. Can't really run the ball. They only have one good receiver, and the defense isn't even as good as it was last year. So Florida State should roll.
Yeah, I'd say the same.
On a ratings of 1 through 10, Florida State get this win this weekend. How unbearable are their fans going to be from a 1 through 10?
Oh, 10.
A 10.
100% 10. They already are right now.
I just pulled in one. I just pulled in the one that was open.
How many of them, if they win this game this weekend, how many of them going to start claiming the state?
They already did. They're already doing it now. I think the thing is they're drinking that Kool-Aid right now, and we've seen this before.
They win this weekend. All I'm going to tell the Clemson fan, listen, count your days. That's because I'm not saying it. I'm not telling y'all to count your days. They're going to be telling y'all to count your days.
They already have. It don't matter. I don't care about that stuff. Yeah, the only thing that matters is when we actually play and talk that talk.
That's gonna be a good game.
Yo, what up, y'all? What up, y'all?
I don't even think it's going to be a good game. Because listen, yes, Florida State beat LSU. LSU's a big name. But LSU has struggled to win 10 games the past 2 seasons. That is not a good football team.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. If Florida State were to play LSU this week, they would lose.
Oh, 100%. They're way more functional.
Well, I absolutely think there's something to be said for Florida State played a game before LSU did. There's absolutely something to be said for that.
You know what I'd say? God, I don't want to compare, but LSU is kind of like Miami in that game where everything that possibly could have gone wrong went wrong, yet somehow they dominated and almost won the game. Like LSU should have beat FSU.
Yeah, they should have.
Just like Miami should have beat Texas A&M. If you look at,
and that's a damn. Oh, sorry. I'm still a little sore about that. My bad. Go ahead.
Let me get Florida
at least
State.
y'all didn't get blown out.
I don't know why you're sore about it. I've been saying all off season we're gonna lose that game.
Yep.
Yeah, I did too. I called it. I mean, I was. We gonna drop that game, and then probably I'd say like Clemson. I said like 10-2 or 9-3.
Hey, Miami's not used to playing like in that type of environment.
Hey, I'm just happy that we ain't going there and totally just like Just get blown out, man.
I think there is something to be said for
Like, I was
a big stage, primetime game in front of a big hostile crowd like that. But these wide receivers dropping the ball ain't something new. And this ain't something the coaches can fix. This is something these players have to fix on their own.
Exactly.
Now let me give Florida State a little bit of props. Blake Nicholson, linebacker, 4-star guy, committed to Florida State yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So
Yep, he did.
congratulations to them. Now they moved up in the rankings to number 19 in the country with 15 commits. So,
who is it again? Never heard of him.
Blake Nicholson. He's a 4-star linebacker.
Never heard of him.
He's 6'2",
California,
like 230. I think.
Florida State's about the only Power 5 program you ever in the guy besides Oregon.
Man.
Alabama got 2 commits this week.
They might be getting one. They might be getting one Friday.
Alabama got 2 commits from Texas this week. So.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just seen them commit.
Yo, we got Jalen Hill from Longview, Texas. He's an elite wide receiver too. 6 foot.
Yeah, he's like a 4-star.
He good, bro. I'm telling you, he elite. He a day one starter. Everybody's saying it already. Day one.
So BB, what you looking to see out of Florida State this week? Because obviously, y'all got them last.
BB in and out.
I don't know. I don't hear BB. Y'all hear him?
Nah.
Nah, he on mute right now.
Miami ain't got to commit in a long time though.
I mean, we did. The last one we got was like some weeks ago, a month ago or something.
With y'all having to play Florida State the last game of the season, watching them from week to week, what you looking forward to seeing against them this week or whatever? Especially with quarterback Jordan Travis not playing.
Yeah, that might hurt him for a while. Though. It depends how low we are.
I don't know.
I want them to be good until we play them. Shit, they can be undefeated, but they might have like 2 or 3 losses by then.
Yeah, that undefeated shit ain't happening. They play us. Stop it.
No, I ain't saying they'll be other. I just think they're ain't gonna be undefeated.
I get what PB saying. I get what you're saying. You want them to be good. So
I just
they can be all good as they want, but they got Miami and they got Clemson on that schedule, so that undefeated shit throw that shit out the water.
Yeah, I get you.
Hey, and the crackhead talking about Florida State, not Texas A&M.
See, Texas,
who's the crackhead? Who's crackhead? Well, Peanut in here?
Nah, Peanut out of here.
Oh, there's another crackhead? Oh,
you talking about crackhead? Crack the head?
Oh,
crack the head. He don't come in no more, does he?
Now, he did say that you ain't going to see him for a while because it's going to be down to business. What business that is, I don't know. I guess rooting for his team that he don't know the coaches' names to. But anyway, that's another story.
Yeah.
Shout out for Peanut for not knowing the name. What's up, man? But it is what it is. I want to see if they can. Honestly, I want to see if Florida State can show just some consistency with that. See what they got going on. As far as that play that they had with Louisville, they came out strong. They did all of that. They stopped them on the first series. They went ahead and then scored on their series. Louisville got their second series and scored. And it was kind of back and forth defensive in certain senses. But then it's like at the end you get gassed. And it's like it shows your depth. It shows how thin you are at your depth. They got to do something about that depth before they go, because when they get ready to go and play this ACC game against Boston College, I mean, they might look bad on paper, but shit, you mess around, boy, some boys will beat you now. And what's Boston College record, T2I? I don't mean to cut you off.
Or 1-2.
They 1-2. Clemson ain't all that. Ole Miss did Yellow Jacks dirty.
Yellow Jackets are just done.
Okay.
I feel sorry.
What's your rebuttal to that?
I mean, I don't know what we covered the spread, beat them by 31. I don't know what you want. It's not like we won 14-8 like last year.
That's true though. That is true.
Man, if your eyes don't work and you can't objectively see that DJ's better, you're just football ignorant.
Right.
I mean, he is better than what he was last year. He seems a lot more comfortable in the pocket. He seems a lot more comfortable in the pocket, and he's a lot more accurate with his throws. And I'm betting, I don't know his percentage offhand. I really don't.
It's 65 right now.
What was it last year around this time?
54, like 55. Yeah.
And they won 10 damn games. They won 10 games with that.
Yeah. He threw more interceptions than touchdowns last year. He's certainly not doing that now. He's thrown 6 touchdowns and 1 pick this year.
Hey, that's better than 9 touchdowns and 10 picks, or 10 touchdowns and 9 picks, or however it was last year. You know, he's getting that balance back. It seems like that light bulb went off, because now if you don't do well, you got somebody on the bench that's going to replace your ass.
Right.
Yeah, Kate Klubnik should be starting. He's way better, man.
No.
He's really not. I'm about to say, if you obviously have not watched the game by making that statement, because Kate Klubnik doesn't look anywhere near DJ.
Not right now.
That's the quarterback that's behind DJ, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You've only. I guarantee you only watched the Georgia Tech game. You didn't watch him come in against Furman or against Louisiana Tech last week.
I didn't watch him.
He did not. He went last week. He went 2 for 5 for 19 yards.
Furman.
They suck. They ain't playing. That ain't no thing.
Furman.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's exactly the point he's making. He came in against a bad team and looked bad.
I'm telling y'all, like I keep telling people, it's like he's a true. I don't know why people are acting like he's like Trevor Lawrence. He's not ready to play right now. It's DJ's job. He runs the offense way better right now, and that's just it is how it is.
So shout out to Twitter. Shout out to Twitter for always coming with that heat. NIL news. Florida quarterback Anthony Richardson got to give all that effing money back.
For real? Oh! You talking about?
It's a troll job.
I was about to say, like, damn, what did he do now? I was like, damn.
The problem is he ain't doing that.
Oh, damn.
Oh shit. You know what I say though? With the thing with Clemson's quarterback, I feel like it's kind of like with some Miami fans with Jake Garcia. The whole Jake Garcia is way better than TVD. I'm like, bro, what have you seen? Jake Garcia's thrown the ball 8 times against Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah.
And somehow he's way better than TVD.
That's what Clemson fans were doing after that one drive against Georgia Tech.
Perfect example.
Look
at Miami fans all during and after the Texas A&M game. Time to sit TVD down. He ain't no good.
Yeah.
What football game are y'all watching? There were 13 drop passes in that game.
Right.
Out of 20 incompletions.
Talk to him, Slim.
Yeah, exactly.
I done heard that shit all over the place, bro.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
He's overrated. Fire Mario. Gattis is trash. TVD's overrated. He can't throw a damn ball. He's not a Heisman winner. Okay. I expect that from the ops. But our own fans in week 3, we're 3 damn weeks into the season. You mean to tell me? So my question is this. Would you rather prefer the coaching from last year
or would you prefer for coaching the O line and D line from last year, or would you prefer the coaching for the O line and D line this year?
Hold on, Chris. So all year we haven't seen Lorenzo Lingard. Obviously, he's not on the field doing nothing. But we got another daily episode of him pulling another car, another truck, or whatever.
Man, this dude wants to be Willis McGahee so bad.
Can somebody explain to me how is this going to get you in the league if you can't even get on the field and you're a fourth string running back after 25 years at the Gators?
Something because you want to be Willis McGahee, then he got on the field. So you might want to work on that, buddy.
Because Willis is one that made this shit famous because he did that shit his freshman year. Loaded up a dually with the offense and defensive line and pulled it clear across campus.
So pulling the truck 20 yards, that's special. That's special. You can't get on the field to run for 20 yards, but hey, pulling the truck 20 yards, that's special. Amazing. I still think that guy should have never left Miami.
He should
have. He was doomed the day he did.
Right. Should have just been patient. That's what it is, and that's what I keep trying to tell fans.
If he can't even get on the field at Florida, how the hell is he going to get on the field here?
Right. That's the $64 million question, sir. How is he going to do? If you would have kept your ass where you was at, you would have been probably the next one up. More than likely, you weren't, no matter what, you weren't going to be the next one up. But you wanted to be impatient.
In Hurricane news, Tyler Williams will be making his commitment 7:00 on the 27th. Schools are South Carolina, Clemson, Miami, Georgia, and Texas A&M.
I don't even know why he still got Clemson on his list. We're not even talking to him.
So Dabo was already prematurely put in the lockers.
Yeah.
Hakeem Williams supposed to visit Alabama.
So we can go ahead and cut Clemson off the list then.
Yeah.
And what is he again? What's his thing? T2Y?
Who? Tyler Williams?
Yeah. I don't know what he just said.
What were you asking?
I said, what you said? What was his position?
Oh, receiver.
Oh, receiver.
Yeah, 6'3". 6'3".
Yeah,
he's like
we ain't the only ones. Clemson needs receivers too.
Oh, we know. We damn that they got. We need to just where they at. Give us damn receivers.
I'm just saying, Jordan was shrugging him off like Clemson ain't worried about him anymore. They need some fucking receivers.
But damn that.
I'll give y'all a quick Andrew. Andrew gave an update on him. So
receiver in the country sounds like. Drew, let's get to another playmaker from the Sunshine State. That is Tyler Williams, the number 20 receiver in the country. It sounds like Miami and Georgia are battling it down the line as he's got a decision going to be set for next week on Tuesday. That's going to be on the 24/7 Sports YouTube channel.
Shoot yourself, T2I.
We talked about it on Monday. What does Miami need? They need a big-time playmaking wide receiver, a wide receiver one type. And Tyler Williams, he's still very green, a kid that used to play basketball, played some quarterback early on in his prep career, but he has the traits that suggest he could be a go-to wide receiver at some point down the line, and that's why Miami has turned up the here as of late. Georgia has long been viewed as the leader in this recruitment, but Miami is making a late charge, and according to a few different people close to Tyler Williams, he's going to be at Hard Rock Stadium on Saturday for Miami's home game against Middle Tennessee State. He's obviously set to on Tuesday. I still like Georgia here, but I actually just had a phone call. Someone says that Miami's going to try to seal the deal this weekend. So something to keep an eye on as Miami looks for help in that wide receiver room.
It's a needy Miami team.
Okay.
We need all the help that we damn get.
I ain't gonna lie, I like it that we ain't going after 6'3", taller wide receivers. I want some big wide receivers. Man.
About time we go up to somebody taller instead of having munchies on the damn field.
Hey, look up Jalen Hale, man. Want to see a real wide receiver? See.
Y'all do me a favor. Let me know in the chat. Miami versus Middle Tennessee this week. Obviously, he gonna be there. What y'all think the score gonna be for that game? Let me know in the chat. What y'all think the score gonna be for the Miami versus Middle Tennessee?
Miami will win by as much as they decide they want to win by.
Right. I can't even put nothing on it right there, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know. This is supposed to be the pound of flesh game where you take it out on the next team because you came up short against the other. So we'll see how that goes.
Also, Florida State fans, y'all let me know in the chat. What y'all estimated return time for Jordan Travis? I've seen videos and clips of him on Twitter actually working out with their quarterback coach or whatever. So it's only a 10-second clip, but he's out there moving around. So he might actually play against Boston College. So, let me know how y'all feeling about that. Should he?
I'm gonna say this. I don't think he should. I think they should be able to beat Boston College without him.
Yeah.
And do you want to risk that one shot that makes it worse?
Right. Because God forbid. I mean, it was a high ankle sprain. I think he just needs to sit out and just let whoever it was, Rudemacher, whoever their quarterback is for Florida State, let him go ahead and do that. Because God forbid something happened and he get in that game and he's only 50 or 60%, regardless of who he's working out with. That's a high ankle sprain. That takes a little bit of time to heal. But so he has to sit down and rest that ankle for the time that it needs to be, so it can relax. You know what I'm saying? You can't put more tension on it than what it is, especially when it's trying to heal. Believe me, I know.
Now, obviously, I think if he plays, I mean, that's good for them. I guess they'll probably get a win against Boston College. Now, if he don't play and they end up losing that game, then what's going to be the atmosphere in Tallahassee?
Well, I mean, it should be this. It should be the next quarterback should be up to ready to take the reins if need be. For a prime example, such as a situation like this, it shouldn't have to always be on the damn quarterback to win the games. You have to have people in line and have them coached up and have them prepared for their name to be called. So therefore, whenever they go into the game, they don't miss a beat. That's what real coach.
So let's switch into a segment here from another channel, Late Kick Josh Patay, a segment off of I think it's CBS Sports. So basically, Tennessee, the Florida Gators, of course. Let's see what he had to say.
If Tennessee's at 20 or 24 at the half, they're going to run away from you in all likelihood. Tennessee, I think, if you're looking at a game to compare this one to, should go back to last year. Ironically, it's a game we were at, and it's Ohio State versus Michigan State. Now, let me stop. I'm not comparing the Florida team apples to the Michigan State team last year, nor am I comparing Tennessee to Ohio State. What I'm saying is the game could end up starting a lot like that Ohio State-Michigan State game did last year. We were there, total mismatch, total body bag special from the outset. And Ohio State, they didn't feel anything out. They knew they had a mismatch, they exploited it, and they completely sliced Michigan State. Now, Florida's got an infinitely better secondary than Michigan State ever thought about having last year, or apparently is going to think about having. So I'm not saying that it's Tennessee 28-0 right out the gate, but I am saying there are some pretty glaring mismatches positionally here that Tennessee, if they so choose to, could aggressively go after and never even allow you time to breathe. I'm very interested to see if they do that, because you could also sit here in the other chair if we had one. The way Pitt State in that game was Tennessee mistakes. Doesn't Tennessee have a good enough ground game? Can't they tempo their way? And taking advantage of Florida's lack of depth and lack of players like Ventrell Miller, that's all part of what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, I hope from Tennessee's perspective, if I'm backing them, they don't feel their way out in this game. They know who they are. They know where the mismatches are. I think they'll act every bit like Ohio State did against Michigan State last year. Let's take a look at what the Vegas number is. let's take a look at what our model thinks on this thing. The Vegas number, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, is Tennessee minus 10.5. We're still north of that. We don't think the number's big enough. The model has 10.
Damn.
The boy say he don't feel like the number's big enough. All right, hold on. I had to do that. All right, continue.
I love Josh Tate.
Tennessee minus 2
He's one of my favorites.
Just think it's a mismatch. And this is exclamated by the lack of a guy like Ventrell Miller. For the record, we have baked that into that number. So that's part of Tennessee being minus 14. And also, I have very little confidence that what we have not gotten from Anthony Richardson at home is all of a sudden magically going to show up on the road. So I can't depend on that Florida offense. And because I can't, I've got to factor in the possibility this thing gets out of whack. Certainly could paint you a picture where it's a one-possession game in the fourth quarter and Florida's got a shot to win it. There's just more on the other side. There are several more scenarios where it's not. So I'm taking Tennessee to win. Even at that lofty a number, I'm taking Tennessee to cover. If Tennessee's at 20 or 20.
Dang.
That's something right there, boy. Hey, no faith.
Well,
Got no faith in there.
How you feeling about that, BB? He capping on y'all? You think Josh capping on y'all?
I like it. I like it.
Oh boy, say he like it.
I think Anthony Richardson done broke BB.
No, he didn't broke me. I just stayed back there and listen. That's all.
LSU has 0 5-stars in the 2023 recruiting class.
LSU?
Yep, and Florida has 0.
No, LSU got at least 2 that receivers.
No, they ain't got not in their recruiting class for 2023.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it, bro. On 240 on sports.
they dropped the star off of that wide receiver.
Alabama's number 1, Texas number 2, Notre Dame number 3, Georgia number 4, Ohio State 5, Oklahoma 6, LSU 7, Clemson 8, Tennessee 9, Miami 10.
What's the deal with Hey BB, what's the deal with Jack Miller? What's the deal with him?
Oh, he had a broken toe.
Ain't that the dude from that show 24?
No.
Yeah.
Jack Miller is one of their quarterbacks. When he's supposed to return?
Nah, he been broken, so he supposed to be back. They say he could be back like next week.
Yeah, y'all would have needed him last week.
Yeah, we been needed him.
Hey, T2Y, what's the lineup for this week for college football?
What do you mean the lineup?
Like on the college game that's coming up.
Like you mean the scheduled games?
Yeah.
Well, normally we don't do that on Wednesday. We just focus.
Oh yeah, we don't. Yeah.
I normally do that on Sunday, but we could run through that real quick.
Hey, BB, you better watch out because Alabama trying to steal Sharif Denson in y'all's class.
We already sold that up.
I don't know, man. Why? If you sold it up, why?
He ain't visiting no more.
If you sold it up, why he gonna be visiting Alabama for an artificial visit?
He's not. I already know. October 7th. He's not going no more. He already said it.
All right, so you got some games tomorrow night. West Virginia versus Virginia Tech. You got Coastal Carolina at Georgia State. I'm sorry, and then you got Chattanooga at Illinois. So those will be on Thursday. On Friday, you also got more games. Virginia at Syracuse, Nevada at Air Force. You got Boise State at UTEP. So you got some games starting tomorrow night, leading up to starting at 7:30, leading all the way into the weekend.
Okay.
Miami got 1 5-star, and I know who that is.
Well, we're supposed to have 3, but you know how they like to downgrade grades when they commit to Miami. But we're not gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We know how
Francis
that
Moe,
goes.
he's a 5-star offensive lineman.
All right, so Clemson this week should be one of the top games to look at. Clemson at Wake Forest. Jordan Bowman, can you? This is your territory. Can you give us a little breakdown of what they expect during this game from both teams?
I mean, expect Clemson to run the ball. Wait, can't stop the run. On defense, you know, Clemson's going to play really fast and downhill, blow up that slow mesh, and yeah, that's going. I mean, that's going to be the game plan. It's pretty simple. The Clemson plays Wake the same every year.
As a Clemson fan, what's your score expectation?
I'm gonna say 42-27 Clemson.
Okay. You guys in the chat, obviously, those of you guys that keep up with the other games, you know, the ACC games and everything like that. Clemson versus Wake Forest. Clemson number 5 in the country. Wake Forest 21 in the country. Let me know y'all score prediction for that game. Who you think gonna win, Clemson or Wake Forest?
Man, I don't think Wake is going to score that much. I think it's going to be more like 45-17.
Clemson has won the last 4 meetings by an average of 39 points. So even last year they beat them by 21, and so they don't. It's a bad matchup for Wake. They just get out. I mean, Dabo has never lost to Wake.
Also, you got number 10 Arkansas at Texas A&M, number 23. That'll be at 7 o'clock on ESPN. Another top 25 matchup. Y'all can let me know who you think gonna win. Struggling, you know, Arkansas is struggling. Texas A&M. Both teams
Arkansas
are struggling.
struggled against everybody though.
So the Florida State fan, DJ is giving Clemson a 1-point win.
I'd be surprised if Wake got into the 30s. But it could happen.
It said 31-30.
Dang.
Clemson was worse last year, and like Jordan said, they blew them out by 30 last year.
Yeah, boy. So they might blow them out by damn near about 50. Who knows?
Oh, so we got a Wake Forest with the upset, 41-34.
Oh yeah, they're definitely not getting into the 40s. That's
Arkansas has 3 15 stars and 4 stars.
So Wake Forest last week. Let's see what they did. Let's see what they've done this.
They nearly lost to Liberty.
Okay, so they beat Liberty by 1 point. Survived. The week before they beat Vanderbilt by 20. Week before that they beat VMI, some nobody, by 34. So they've put up damn near 40 almost every game now. So against that Clemson defense, though, it might be a different story.
Yeah.
For perspective, Clemson sacked Sam Hartman 7 times last year. And we getting Tyler Davis, Brian Brzee, and Xavier Thomas back.
Okay, so that might be a good matchup to watch. Another game that's probably a little bit under the radar would be Notre Dame at North Carolina. That's a 3:30 game.
Wow.
That I think is actually a really good matchup.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a pretty good one right there. I agree with you, Clem.
Because Notre Dame's defense is legit. But
now Notre Dame is the favorite, even though they're 1-2 with a loss to Marshall.
Where they playing at?
North Carolina. Oh,
yeah, North Carolina.
You got North Carolina.
Man, I got Notre Dame in that game.
So ESPN is favoring North Carolina, but the spread is favoring ESPN is favoring Notre Dame, I'm sorry. but the spread is favoring North Carolina by 1.5.
But Texas A&M only has 11 commits.
Yeah, the money can't buy them all now.
They pay 30 million every year.
I think they like what 42nd or something.
No, they 24 right now on 247. Yeah, but they only have one 5-star.
They gonna get some.
They only got one 5-star, 7 4-stars, and 3 3-stars, and they only have 11 commits. They have less commits than doggone Cincinnati. Cincinnati got 21.
Have any of you guys been hearing the rumors about Deion Sanders maybe going to Georgia Tech?
Yep.
What's y'all thoughts on that? Can Deion actually turn Georgia Tech around?
Well, if Georgia Tech gets Deion,
hell yeah, you can.
Yeah, if Georgia Tech gets Deion, that means they're serious about football.
Everything.
And then
how really good Atlantic team is.
Because Deion ain't going there unless they promise they're gonna give him whatever he needs.
Man, that program gonna be good as hell.
Yeah,
they're gonna be good.
Yeah, and that's gonna hurt. That would hurt Clemson because we recruit the hell out of Metro Atlanta. If Deion goes and locks down Metro Atlanta,
then Georgia, then they can beat up on Georgia. Shit.
Yeah, they'll beat Georgia.
Yeah. Yep.
You go look at our recruiting class right now. Look how many kids we got from Metro Atlanta.
I don't live there. Clemson live there.
Yeah.
Georgia can't even get them. They right there.
Clemson got 2 5-stars. Let's see.
Yeah, so they're saying as of right now, if your team has a 5-star commit, basically those are the teams you see on the screen right now. That's it.
Yeah, we got Peter Woods and Chris Vazina.
I mean, you got Francis.
So Vic Burley is a borderline 5-star. He honestly should be, but ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I don't see no Gators or no Florida State on there. Sorry, guys. 5 stars don't believe in y'all.
I was coming.
Alabama got 2 quarterbacks for the 2023 class.
Miami does too. We got Emory Williams and Jaden Rashada.
Yeah, I think Jaden Rashada going to be really good. Miami.
Speaking of quarterbacks, Florida State still don't have a quarterback committee yet.
And guess who else don't? Georgia. And guess what? Who else? They don't even have a wide receiver commit.
Yeah. Yeah, they went all in on the national recruiting. They went all in on Arch and didn't get him.
Now the question is, when Tennessee embarrassed Florida, how many of their commits gonna decommit?
Nail.
I told you, that boy Sharif Dixon coming out of Alabama.
All right. And if he do, it don't matter. We still gonna get Kamani and Bizo, so it don't really matter. We already got
I don't think y'all gonna get Kamani though.
I bet what we do.
I don't know, man. They talking about Alabama and Miami pushing hard for Kamani. Yeah.
So okay.
Y'all can push hard.
Florida quarterback Anthony Richardson has turned his 1-week success into NIL opportunity. He signed a partnership deal with Champ Sports. Play like a champ, elevate your game with Champion Apparel. He wrote on Instagram.
That's sad.
So
Georgia
is it fair to say champs kind of jumped the gun a little bit here? Because maybe in week 4 or 5, we won't even see Anthony Richardson no more. We might see the backup quarterback.
Man, nah.
That's tough.
Don't say all that.
All right, so rating. Hold on, I'll put this on the screen for you guys. You know, since they saying that Tyler Van Dyke this and Tyler Van Dyke that, 3 hours ago, ranking each quarterback in the ACC. So this is some tries right here. You know, they always gonna push the narrative, but at number 1 they got Devin Leary, North Carolina State. Number 2 they got Drake May from UNC.
I don't know why Devin Leary still won. Their offense ain't
Can
played that
we
good.
see Drake May against something other than a Sun Belt defense before we go claiming him the best thing in the conference?
I mean, he's leading the country in passing yards. I mean, that ain't nothing to
Against the Sun Belt.
Well, nobody else is there. He's not the only person that's played the Sun Belt.
And them lost to the Sun Belt.
Right. The same team that Drake May beat.
Okay, so number 3, you got Sam Hartford, Wake Forest. Number 4, Jordan Travis, Florida State. Number 5, Tyler Van Dyke, Miami. Number 6, you got DJ Upalunkaladen.
Yep.
And the rest of the list, we don't even have to worry about.
Well, unfortunately for people like Jordan Travis and Cade May and that quarterback from NC State, they don't go handing out awards in week 3. I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, they don't.
They haven't like. I don't know why Devin Leary is number 1. The NC State's offense has played bad in 2 of their 3 games.
They have.
I think Florida State's offensive line and their running.
Yeah, but he's a good quarterback. So
yeah, he's good. He's good, but their scheme sucks. That's the NC State. Like they have.
Jordan Travis has already proven that he's not going to be here the whole season.
As good as he may be, Leary has played bad. Armstrong is a good quarterback. Everybody knows that, but he has played bad.
Yeah.
And
I think part of it, and I don't think it's all on Leary. I think it's, again, I think I've been saying it forever. Tim Beck, NC State's offensive coordinator, he doesn't know what he's doing. He never has. He's been bad everywhere he's been. That's why Ohio State got rid of his ass.
The same argument could be made for Armstrong because they lost the majority of their offensive line, and that's why he's looking worse this year.
Yeah. Well, Leary don't really have an excuse. They bring back 4 or 5. I mean, the only one gone is their first round left tackle, but so I mean that's important. But you still bring back 4 guys on your O line. They can't run the ball, and the receiver their receiver. They don't have any good receivers, really. I mean, that's not true. They have they don't have a number 1 guy.
Nah, if you want to compare quarterbacks to the rest of the country, here's an interesting list to look at. Quarterbacks with 5+ pass touchdowns and 0 interceptions. CJ Stroud, 11 touchdown passes. Matt McDonald's, 10. I think it's at Bowling Green. JMU, we'll skip over all the younger guys. Syracuse, Garrett. He's got 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Caleb Williams, USC, 8 touchdowns. OU, the kid that used to be at UCF, 7 touchdowns. Vanderbilt, AJ, he's got 6 touchdowns. Jaden Daniels out of LSU, 6 touchdowns. Andy Hooker, 6 touchdowns. TCU, Max, 5 touchdowns. And Georgia, Stetson Bennett, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Now, here's a question. Is Hendon Hooker the perfect example of it's not the quarterback, it's the system can make anybody look better? Because Hendon Hooker looked terrible when he was at Virginia Tech.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, Hendon, they had no talent. He had no talent to throw to at Virginia Tech. And they didn't really use him right anyway.
Well, it's not like Tennessee's loaded up with Georgia-level talent either.
I didn't say loaded up with Georgia level, but they have the talented skill position players. Virginia Tech didn't have that. They had 1 guy. One guy, and he was like 6 foot, 150 pounds, soaking wet. Couldn't get like. I mean, he was their best receiver while he was there. So.
Oh man.
Oh well, and they could lose all those games. I don't think they lose all 6 of those games, but that would be that'd be worst case. I think they probably. I think they could split that.
I think this is a perfect representation. Representation. Florida State starts 3-0. Upcoming L's: Wake, North Carolina State, Clemson, Miami, Syracuse, and Florida.
Damn, bro.
Damn.
Bro,
Well, tell them how you really feel. Yeah.
That's Twitter for you, man. That's Twitter for you.
Me, what?
Yeah, y'all notice T2I ain't scrolling through Twitter no more. He hit that one picture and he's like, nope, gotta get that on the screen.
See, shout out to BB. I'm glad BB on here because I strolled down a little bit earlier and I saw some titties, and I mean they're not covered at all, so I had to keep doing it this way. Cause BB over there liking everything.
Auburn ain't even in the top 50 in recruiting.
I was scrolling down and it says BB like this photo, and I looked at the photo and it's titties out everywhere.
Hey, T2I, be quiet.
So I was like, let me be careful scrolling down this thing.
You right.
No Twitter in a while at night.
They need to change. They need to change that feature because it's like I don't want to see what everybody be liking.
15 minutes ago, Billy Napier went live for his press conference. So he's probably telling Florida, so he probably told Florida how they're gonna lose to Tennessee, and try to get the fans not to be too mad.
Oh wow. Yeah.
They gonna lose.
Man.
Where they playing at the Swamp or they playing up at Rocky Top?
Now don't let this give you a big head, BB. But don't just automatically pencil this in as an L for Florida, because I've seen better Tennessee teams lose to less talented Florida teams.
Exactly, but see, they don't know that. So I
mean, I ain't penciling.
BB, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
Oh no, Slim just told me. I'm trying to tell you.
Slim just trying to give you a little bit of hope.
No, I don't need no hope from Slim. I already know what's gonna happen.
If I woke up Sunday morning and checked the box score and saw that Florida won, it would not surprise me in the least.
Yeah, I mean,
we just got over Tennessee.
Man,
I mean, Florida does have talent. It's just they quarterback is not.
Yeah, it's all if he come play. If he don't come play, we don't lose.
If Florida win that game, the narrative's gonna be Tennessee ain't that good.
That's what people gonna say there.
Y'all just need to
it'll
pound
be
the
true
rock. Montrell Johnson, Trevor Etienne, Naquan Wright. Just give them the ball.
Yeah, Naquan Wright, he's a good running back.
You said Trevor Etienne?
Yeah, especially give the ball to well. It makes me sad, but I still like watching.
That boy run just like his brother. God,
it's like a mirror image.
Like
I went back and watched like Travis as a freshman. Like I went back and watched his he broke off that big run against Louisville. That's when everybody started to know about him. And I was like, and then I compared it to like Trevor's runs. I was like, oh my God, it's like the exact same. He's gonna be good. And Travis said that Trevor is better than.
I bet a lot of people say.
Yeah. He got a thick lower body.
Yeah, he's gonna be good, and he's probably more physically. More physically developed than Travis was. Travis had to put on Travis was fast, but like he learned how to as he got bigger, he got like better contact balance and stuff. So Trevor already got that for the most part.
He gonna be a monster, boy. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know he had a brother.
Yeah. Still wish I still wish we would have got him, but he didn't want to come follow his brother. He hoped
He wasn't. I mean,
was crazy.
Well, I mean, I still
expectations
want
would
to
have been
see.
crazy.
I want to see more out of him because a lot of people thought
Bobby
Dalvin
didn't
Cook's
recruit.
brother. A lot of people thought Dalvin Cook's brother was going to be just as good as him, if not better, and that didn't work out.
What? James Cook? James Cook was good though.
Yeah,
but he knew James was gonna be better than Dalvin though.
Yeah, nobody said he was gonna be better.
Dalvin was
No, when he
wasn't
first come
gonna never
out,
be
they were
better
talking
than
about
Dalvin.
him being better than Dalvin. Yes, they were.
Maybe, but
Bro, I
James,
know.
it's not like James Cook was a bust.
He
James
was gonna
Cook
be
is
better
doing
than
work in the
Dalvin.
league right now.
I'm not at all saying he was a bust.
Nah.
I ain't saying that.
He a productive receiver. He a productive running back. He ain't Dalvin.
Yeah.
Dalvin a whole different breed.
And here's the thing: it doesn't
that's
matter
a different breed.
what Trevor does. He's gonna be compared to his brother.
Right.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
it just would have been worse.
No matter where he went, that was going to happen. But but Clemson, it would have been like it's just the pressure would have been that much more.
It's been a lot of pressure.
Yeah, the shadow of his brother is literally right there. Travis holds all our rushing records, every single one, every single ACC rushing record. How you gonna beat
Wayne,
that?
my name will be changed back on Saturday.
Back in a minute. Man, thank God. Don't make no more bets like that.
That's an all-season thing. So if we lose to Clemson, y'all boys gonna see Tiger T2Y in this bit. So we better not lose to no other team. I definitely not gonna make that bet again next year, though. I ain't doing that no more.
D2I, you coming to that Clemson game?
I got plans for it, but I can't make no promises of right now. I got plans for it though.
What happened to your tickets to the A&M game?
So they got some free money out of me basically.
Damn.
I'll bring it up.
Well, you ain't sell the tickets?
I put it back on the market, but they didn't. I guess they didn't sell it, or they probably sold it without selling it. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They probably sold it to somebody else and just never sold mine. Kind of like a ticket as a double. All right. So Hakeem Williams, he'll make his decision on the 23rd in 2 days. Hakeem Williams will make his decision. Finalists, Miami. Hold on, I'll put it on the screen. All right, so there you guys have it. On the 23rd, he'll make his decision. That's this Friday at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Eastern time on CBS Sports. Basically, Alabama, Florida State, Georgia, Miami, Pitt, and Texas A&M. 6'3", 200 wide receiver. Considered a 5-star on some, ratings, and considered a 4-star on some. So he'll make his decision in 2 days. Would keep strolling, but I might run into some little butt booty naked. That's how Twitter works nowadays.
Yeah, get the stream taken down.
Shit, that's the last thing you need to worry about getting the stream taken down. His old lady go see it and see what his ass is scrolling on.
She don't care about that. She already know that deal.
Still gonna laugh she go upside your head.
She already know that deal. Can't stop a man from looking. You can't stop a man from looking. It's what he does after he looks. That's the question.
Shit, I told my wife that one time. I said, "You a lying motherfucker if you say you don't look." Everybody window shops.
Yeah. And they be looking too, and they act like they don't. I'm like, okay.
Oh, this video perfectly represent Florida State after they first lost. I gotta put this on the screen real quick. This will represent them perfectly after they first loss.
Damn.
The car tore his ACL.
Oh man, I promise you to God, that's gonna be that whole fan base. After one loss, fire Mike.
Well, hell, T2I, this fan base ain't no different. They talking about fire Gattis, fire the quarterback, fire Mario, fire the wide receiver coach.
And the quarterback.
You're right, though. Yeah, I heard them. They don't even want TVD. That's why I was asking y'all earlier. Do y'all believe in TVD?
Of course we believe in TVD.
I don't know. Some of y'all don't on Twitter.
It can't be as bad as Anthony Richardson. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna show y'all why.
And see, I don't even see the shit on Twitter because I'm not on Twitter. I just see the shit on YouTube.
All right, so they got Jordan Travis out there practicing or whatever with the quarterbacks coach. So he looked like he might be coming back. Now the reason why I don't stroll down Twitter no more is because one of my guys here, BB. You see what it said right there? BB Low liked, and then boom.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I can't just stroll down Twitter no more. Because I run into.
I follow BB. I follow BB too. It don't happen to me as much. But
I don't know why
every once in a while,
but with
I'll
Twitter,
be in public and I'll
snitching.
scroll down.
Twitter be snitching because Twitter tell you everything everybody like.
Right. You saw what happened to Doc Rivers?
Nah.
Oh no, his Twitter likes got exposed.
Oh,
he was
liking all the girls on there or something.
Yeah, he was into some weird stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I thought normally those people will have like somebody that run it for them.
Right. That you would think. I mean, maybe he got hacked. I don't know, but it was crazy. They unliked it, but somebody screen recorded the likes. I was like, wow.
Yeah. See, when you stroll down Twitter, most of the time I'm pop it on for like a second or so. See, this is the stuff you run into now.
Shoot, Wayne like it. BB, you about to get another follower.
That's why you can't just stroll down no more.
Nah, you can't.
The 60 said he got hacked. Yeah, I figured he got hacked, but
when I began the stream, I was about to stroll down, and then I ran into some fresh pair of tits. And I was like, "Hold on, okay, I'm just gonna have to handpick when I put it on the screen." See, there go another one. BB and Taz both follow this one chick. That bitch super thick. That bitch super thick too.
Man, some of these folks out here still ain't learned the difference between a woman with a fat ass and a fat ass woman.
I found the sixth Ninja Turtle for y'all. I found the sixth Ninja Turtle.
Oh,
the sixth Ninja Turtle.
There you go.
Man, you might chill out, bro.
Tell me that boy don't look like a Ninja Turtle.
Man.
Tell me that boy don't look like a Ninja Turtle. That can't be no quarterback. That boy look like the sixth Ninja Turtle.
That's fucked up, G2.
But there ain't no quarterback.
Damn, no power. That's crazy. Yeah, that ain't happened to me yet. Knock on wood, but I know it's like I've been sent like some like my friends got hacked and like they send me like a porn link or something. I'm like, bro.
Man, my first Twitter got hacked. First time I made the Twitter, I ain't go on it for like a week or so. I came back. Somebody had took down everything I post, put up all kind of porn stuff.
Oh my God, bro. That's crazy. Like, who's got the time of day to do that stuff?
Most of them probably be in the Middle East somewhere.
Oh yeah.
because there's always those. It always have those Middle Eastern names when you look at some of the stuff that's posted.
Or they send you a virus link, or they try to scam you. Like it's crazy stuff. Like y'all stay safe on these social media apps because everything's a scam.
Hey, can't get me when I ain't on them.
That's true. That's true. That's the best way to stay safe. But Twitter keeps drawing me in. It's a cesspool, but
It is. Twitter is a fucking cesspool.
it's crazy. You scroll for like 20 minutes without realizing.
Should I do the same thing on like them YouTube shorts?
Oh yeah, YouTube Shorts be getting me
Man,
too.
Man, you know the funniest.
Them things that get me. I'll go sit down in the bathroom. Next thing I know, my legs are asleep.
You know what gets me though with YouTube? Freaking SEC shorts.
Oh yeah,
That shit's funny.
SEC Shorts is good. The last one they did was hilarious. Oh my god.
I like the hospital episode.
Oh yeah, that was
funny as hell. Oh.
And when they
I can't wait to see the episode they're gonna make for Florida this week.
Oh Lord.
Tennessee might get charged. Man, so basically, I think other than Florida, I think Florida State could possibly get the job done. I think Miami will definitely get the job done. And, you know, I guess both the Florida State and the Miami fans could get together and clown Florida.
Well, I tell you this much: Florida State better because Boston College is terrible.
Yeah, they're bad.
I mean, I can smell that stink from all the way down here.
Oh, Wayne, Coach 30 is hilarious too. I love Coach 30.
Yeah, his jokes at the end is starting to get stale now, though.
I mean, I don't know. He be mixing it like the. I don't know. I like when Davis just gets absolutely roasted.
Yeah, because the mama jokes at the end, they starting to get a little stale.
But the word play on like is crazy. What did he say? He said, "You sweeter than a hotel room." I was like, "Wow, that's a bar right there."
Yeah, dude, funny as hell.
Yeah.
I just don't know how the hell he got time to find all them team apparels.
Yeah, he got like all sorts of. He was at Clemson last year for the Wake Forest game. I think he's a Clemson fan. Or he.
I mean, as soon as the team mess up, he's already got the apparel to wear. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. Are you doing this from a sports authority or something?
Like he do it the night the game is over. I'm like, how you
get all this clothing? You know, do you got a clothing line for every team or something? Like, god damn. And it's not like you have one shirt. You got hoodies and everything.
And he be wearing different outfits too, for each player. Like, and I'm like, well, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Folks ain't got nothing better to do than spend money on clothes.
Hey, well, I mean, he's getting clout. He's got clout, in the community, like so.
Yeah, I like his videos. They be funny as hell. They get straight to the point.
Head down, ass up, just like your mama.
Yeah, but I think that's pretty much it for this week on Florida State, Miami, and the Gators. Miami will get an easy win. Florida State will struggle to beat Boston College. They probably will pull it out. And the Gators will lose to Tennessee. Gators will be 2-2. Miami will improve to 3-1. And Florida State will claim the national championship at 4-0.
I don't know. Miami fans better be watching that North Carolina Notre Dame game.
Yeah, I ain't impressed by nothing North Carolina doing. I ain't impressed at all.
I mean, I ain't going that far, I mean,
No, don't
you
make
know,
no
I said earlier I wanted to see Cade May, play against something other than a Sun Belt defense, and we're about to.
I thought I saw Matt Brown dancing around in the locker room after beating App State. I was like, yeah, ain't nothing to worry about.
What the hell happened to Mac Brown? Mac Brown looked like he ate the Mac Brown from 30 years ago.
Yep. He
Matt
put on.
Brown,
He don't care no more.
Matt Brown said, "What you gonna do? Fire me? Okay, I'm about ready to retire anyway.
Shit, he done retired once.
Yeah.
I might as well just enjoy these last, 2-point wins and shit against App State. How do you let App State put up 61?
I mean, 65. You said 70?
That's a sorry ass
Put up
defense.
61, bro. I'm like, damn. And y'all celebrating dancing in the locker room? Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. That's when I knew it was at that moment I knew the standard at North Carolina is not the same anymore.
Well, I see why he would dance.
They would be happy just to be a 7 or 8 win team.
Man, I'm starting to wonder about Rose because that man got a picture of Mario Cristobal up there.
Push it over there.
Is you a closet Miami fan? I mean, you can let us know.
Rose like the troll, but his troll game, sorry. You say you're gonna struggle against Middle Tennessee. I say Florida State is gonna struggle against Boston College. So you say, we're gonna struggle against Middle Tennessee.
Y'all
That's so
petty,
cute,
man. Y'all just every
so
week it's
cute.
like y'all gonna lose.
That's so cute. Goo goo gaga.
The big three is so petty. It's funny though. I just sit back and listen to y'all. It's funny. Every week, yeah, they could be playing Sisters of the Blind and the Poor, and say, yeah, y'all about to. That's about to be a struggle win for y'all. I'm like, oh my God.
Listen, it ain't never gonna end. Miami gonna continue to own both of them. It is what it is. We're gonna continue to whoop Florida State every year, and Florida's gonna continue to run from us. Ain't nothing gonna change. We're gonna continue to beat Florida State every year, and Florida gonna continue to run from us.
So we got Florida in a couple of years.
Yeah, after we beat them the next 2 years, then we won't see them again for probably round 7. They need time to recover from a hurricane up there in Gainesville. I guess that's the excuse.
What we recover from whooping y'all?
Appreciate that, Rose. Say, I just love trolling T2Y and Miami. He trolls FSU. I'm going to continue to troll FSU for the rest of my life because they're going to provide me material every time. For those of you that don't like me trolling FSU, win some. Florida Gators, win some. Get you a real quarterback first.
Y'all got to win.
Look at the Florida State fan. He figured out how to change a couple words in the names of the cities. Gayville and Coral Gables. Poor baby.
Sounds kind of homophobic to me.
Yeah.
Poor baby. That all you came up with?
This 2022, sir, we can't have that kind of prejudice around here.
Poor baby.
You're gonna have to go back to the drawing board on that one.
T2Y, why are you bringing up 52 and 10? I didn't bring it up, sir. You just did. But thanks for reminding me the last time we played y'all at Hard Rock, we beat y'all 52 to 10. Thank you.
Rose, stop it. I've seen Miami win 3 national titles in my life.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I can't lie to you though, Florida State fans. I didn't see y'all going 4-0 this year. I mean, didn't y'all start off last year 0-4?
They ain't started off 3-0 since 2015.
What high school did you go to? I went to Glade Central High School. Glade Central High School, boss. Miami hasn't won anything in 20 years, and the Gators are coming up on their 20 years pretty soon too, sir. Your point?
I mean, it depends on your definition of winning something. I mean, if your definition is a national title, that means 129 teams don't win shit every year.
I mean, it's funny how they thought that they had the second coming of Tim Tebow after one game this year.
Miami.
Nah, y'all
apparently, hey, I like that last comment from Rose. Apparently, they don't teach fucking Florida State fans how to count. No, not that one. The one before that.
Slim, you probably 50. Stop it.
T2Y's seen 3 national titles in his life too.
Well, I was the 2001 one. I really comprehended that one. The other ones, I was too young to realize what was going on. And besides, I started watching American football in 1998.
Oh, that's right. Tell it why you became a Rams fan, T2Y.
Yeah, he said no. He said he's seen 3. Rose.
Apparently, they can't count. They can't hear. Jesus Christ.
Rose said he's seen all 3, but he won't see another one. That's one thing you say. He won't see another one.
I've seen 2 of 3, so maybe I'm doing all right.
I tell you what, I could predict the future for you, Rose. Next season, you fire Mike Norvell.
Who they gonna get? Dion going to Georgia Tech.
Then you hire some other mediocre coach. He ends up getting both him and your AD fired, and then you start all over again. That's your future. And don't ask me how I came to all that conclusion. I called Miss Cleo.
I bet you her phone number still works too.
I wonder what happens if you give it a call.
But anyways, it's been a good night, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up, hang it up. We're gonna watch Florida State, Miami, and Florida this weekend. I'll also, as a matter of fact, I'll do it now. One of these games on ESPN Plus, I'll stream that game. I'll basically show it on the screen. Trying to see anyone worthy of watching.
What time Ohio State was focused?
What time or what?
Ohio State played Wisconsin.
I want to know who finna win in that fight between Eddie George and Primetime.
Yeah.
Ohio State. That game's at 7:30. The ESPN game.
I'm rooting for Eddie George because I'm a Titans fan. But
maybe I'll do James Madison versus Appalachian State.
I'm just saying, Eddie George still looks to be in good shape. Just saying.
They got North Texas at Memphis. That might be one. Who knows?
damn, 60-17. You think Ohio State putting up 60 on Wisconsin? That's crazy.
Rice at Houston, 7 o'clock. They all trash games. We'll do it. I most likely will do the Appalachian State game. Or I might do the LSU New Mexico. Nah, LSU gonna beat the brakes off New Mexico.
I was like, you don't want to watch that.
Yeah, that ain't nothing to really watch. So I guess I'll do the 3:30 game, the App State James Madison. App State had a close one.
That's a low-key a good game.
Yeah, App State had a close one against Troy, so we'll see how they do this one.
Yep. James,
Plus,
James Madison might win. I think they're gonna win actually.
yeah. So, no, I'm not streaming Ohio State. That'll be on national TV. That'll be on ABC. You can watch that on local TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't stream games that's televised. That's how you get copyrighted.
Yeah, you get your ass.
Yeah, and any game that I stream while they play it, right after the stream is over, I delete them anyway. So, yeah. Rose says Miami is an LGBTQ school. Yeah, Florida State was once an all-girl school. There was also an all-clown school. Bunch of little girls, bunch of little clowns. Yeah, okay. Let's not talk about any school. The population, I think Miami is like 18,000 students. I think Florida State is like maybe 35,000 around there. So the chances are for more, LGBT to be at Florida State is higher than it would be at Miami.
What's FSU Rose? What's wrong? What's wrong with that? That sounds homophobic to me. We get.
So you might have more of those at your school than ours, sir. Sorry to say it, but I mean, y'all do chant "ho ho ho" every game, so
Damn, homophobic and sexist. That's crazy.
Anyways, man, y'all have a good night. Go Canes. Like I said, Miami wins easily. Florida State struggles. Florida get the bejesus beat out of them. Good night, folks.
Good night, y'all.
Florida.
You said Florida what? I think BB just confirmed what we said. Florida get the bejesus beat out of them. All right, y'all. Good night.